technical expertise. Grant-funded technical expertise to teams from county jails to implement or adjust protocols for medications for opioid use disorder within their facility. So it looks like it's primarily a jail staff training opportunity. But just an FYI, if that's out there or you're getting questions from your sheriffs about this, I think that is a state-funded program opportunity. So if they're looking for ways to participate, certainly that's out there as well. Does anybody have any other kind of usage type questions they want to talk about this time, or should we dive into reporting questions?
I just want to ask the group, this is Lisa from Jackson County. Does anybody, have they started using a case or a care coordinator at all?
Yeah. For sure. Back tomorrow.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought I would hear. Okay, well, thank you. If you do, I would be interested in how you are going to proceed forward with that. But we've had a request to have a case or a care coordinator.
And I do know some of the bigger counties have staff that are solely focused on, or not solely, but one of their jobs is to focus on this funding, but I don't know that they're necessarily care coordinators. There was something in the chat. BHC is using case coordinators through a contract with Pathways Behavioral Services. And then there was a question. Oh, there we go. You got it, Jessica. Thank you. Okay, I will jump into reporting questions since December 1st is looming near. Okay, a link to the report due. Let me see if I can pull that up quickly and I'll put it in the chat. So the link just takes you to the PDF to fill out. I just popped that into the chat. Okay, and then let me see what the email reporting question we had. Any changes to the Iowa Attorney General's Opioid Fund public annual report from the AG's website? I do not believe there have been any changes to the report. I think it's going to look, as far as I know, exactly the same as last year. Obviously, you may have more things to fill out this year if you've started spending some of those funds, but I think the report itself is the same. And then there's a question about the link. Okay, are we supposed to include the NOAT revenue in the report to the state of Iowa? I believe the answer to that is yes, but somebody jump in if they've heard something different than that. I know that that one came in a little different because it was a part of a bankruptcy, but I believe in terms of the state opioid report, it's all treated the same. Yeah, okay, somebody said that they did include that. And I did have a question, I think since our last meeting, I came in via email that I got answered by Bill Pearson with the state. And so I wanted to share that one with you too. So it's about interest on the funds. So there was a question about how to document interest earned on the opioid settlement funds. Does the interest only appear as part of the total abatement fund account balance at the end of the reporting year? Since interest on the dollars must be spent in compliance with the MOU, we're wondering how to report that amount. And so Bill's response on that was that the place where he's seen it reported and where it seems to make the most sense is the set of boxes near the bottom of the page 1 that is entitled Abatement Funds Received in the Reporting Year. Obviously, interest accrues throughout the year, so the date received column doesn't make a lot of sense. And there aren't enough cells in that little chart to report monthly interest, but they could report the amount and designate interest as the source. So if any of you had the same question, that's where the interest, they would like to see the interest reported. Are there any other questions about the report as you've gotten into it? Okay, all right. So Monica said that she attached a separate sheet essentially with the deposits and then put the monthly in the date column and in the description. So that I think too would probably give you more accurate details on how your interest is accruing. Any other comments, questions, concerns about the report or anything? If there's other activities that you're up to that you want to share with the group, sure, folks would welcome those as well. Quiet group today. We might be out of here in record time this afternoon.
I guess I can share since I've been putting a lot of work into this the last couple of weeks. But this is Griffin from Buchanan County. We are working on getting the like harm reduction vending machine. So we Lynn County has them, and we went down and visited and saw them, and we will have one machine very similar, and we'll have Narcan in it, and it'll have some harm reduction supplies, wound care kits, and sharps containers, like mini sharps containers. And then we also asked for a couple local grants to do like hygiene products, like mini deodorants and toothbrushes and toothpaste, things like that. So yeah, working on that, and we're hoping to have it in December.
Excellent. Anybody else want to share what they've been up to since I think it's been 2 months since we've met? Yes, December 1st for the report due date. Okay, well, if there are no other questions or shares, they don't want to keep you longer than necessary. If things come up between now and December 1st, for those of you that are working on your reports, just let us know. We're happy to help. A lot of times I will send those questions on to Bill Peterson with the AG's office, but we can definitely work on getting you an answer. Do we report through November 30th? So it's the state fiscal year, so it's through
June
June
30th.
30th. Yes, I want to say July 1st, but I was like, I don't think that's right. So correct. It's through June 30th. So will we have to do NOAA annual accounting? I don't think we've received any funds, did we? So you may very well have received NOAA funds. Others can jump in on this, but I believe those are the ones that sometimes are a little bit hard to track because they don't show up that way. Does anybody else want to jump in on that knows better than I do? I don't know exactly when those NOAA ones came in. Okay, looks like at least one group's received NOAA funds.
Yeah, those are the Malincroat funds, and then there's a new one, I think it's McKinsey, that I don't think we got any of that funding before June 30th, so that'll be in fiscal 25. And yes, it is kind of hard to coordinate all these.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they just pooled them all for us and then sent one check. But unfortunately, especially, like I said, I think the NOAA ones are a little harder to track because it's not Brown Greer. That is the administrator on that. So let me see. I'm just gonna try to find that email real quick. Yes, they have their own portal. And they are the ones too that have their own reporting, I believe. Oh, thank you for whoever put the portal in there. That's what I was trying to find. And I do think that there's a contact, an email when you click in there. Let me just click on it and see. And that is the right person to talk, the right group to talk to. As opposed to Brown Greer. And yes, NOAA is on the calendar year for reporting. Just to make it extra confusing. So I think this is just kind of a general email, but I think this is the email that you use if you have, I just put in the chat that if you have questions about the Malincrot dollars and you're having trouble tracking what payments you've received. Any other questions about that or anything else? Okay, well, like I said, if those questions come up as you're doing your report, or like I said, anything else, we're always here to help. We will probably try to set up another one of these in a couple of months, get through the holidays. But if you have topics that you want to talk about, or if there's a speaker that I can bring in that would be useful, I'm happy to do that as well. But otherwise, we'll give you, 36 minutes of your day back. All right, well, thanks so much for your attendance today. Thanks for your time and your participation. And as always, if we can do anything to assist with this or any of your other county projects, just let us know. Thanks so much.